two Kenyan political activists who were locked up in Uganda for a long time. It disturbs me that it took the intervention of the former president and not the current president. This House is supposed to remind the executive that, Mr. Speaker, that if you get bonga points by interfering me at home, go and do it in the
What is your
assembly.
point of order? What is your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, you know, we must be stickler of the rules. Standing Order 105, statement of fact. When the senator, who happens to be the chief whip of government, goes on record and says that former president intervened on release of Kenyans, can he provide that evidence before this House? Because we don't want his here, say, in Chang'an drinking dens in Kolomani to get to the floor of the House. He should just take Chang'an and stay there. Don't bring those things here. So can he withdraw or substantiate?
Order.
Can he withdraw?
Order.
Can he substantiate?
Order. Senator for Nairobi City County. The Senator for Nandi is on a point of order. And therefore, you cannot raise a point of order on him. Now, Senator for Nandi, it may be within your right to raise on a point of order, but the language you're using should be parliamentary. Now, Senator Boni, a point of order has been raised by the Senator for Nandi. You have asserted that there's some Kenyans who are released from Uganda pursuant to the intervention by the former president as opposed to the current president. We need, the point of order is that factual? If yes, would you provide the evidence? If you cannot provide the evidence, you proceed to withdraw and apologize and proceed to conclude your thoughts.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I like your tone. You should further advise the Senator of Nandi that he is decades away from my experience in parliamentary palace. If he wasn't, he would be knowing that in this parliament a ruling has been made that a member is not expected to substantiate the obvious. Mr. Speaker, sir, Mr. Speaker, sir, I was saying this with maximum respect. You wait until it is your relative or yourself who has been locked in Uganda.
Senator Boni, a point of order has been brought to you after having stated that the former president intervened for the release of 2 Kenyans from Uganda. Is that factual? And if it is, would you produce the evidence? If you can't, withdraw, apologize, and conclude your thoughts.
Mr. Speaker, this habit of giving the impression that this floor offers an opportunity for intimidation of a member during debate, it actually negates the freedom of speech in the House and the freedom of speech as enshrined in the Constitution of Kenya. Let me make my point. If the Senator of Nandi is uncomfortable with the factuality of what I'm saying, let him express his discomfort and not hide in a point of order. You think my pedigree is somebody who does not know the difference between Senator 105 and...
Senator Boni, order. Order, Senator Boni. You'll be informed after you abide by my ruling. Proceed. I made a ruling on the point of order that had been raised. That point of order has been sustained, and therefore you are to proceed. Now, Senator for Nairobi City County, Senator Sifuna, you'll have a moment to speak. Senator Boni, Senator for Kakamega County, you either proceed to substantiate that allegation or withdraw, apologize, and proceed to conclude your comments.
Mr. Speaker, I started this journey in politics at the age of 22.
Now,
bear with me. Bear with me, Mr. Speaker. It is just 5 seconds. I've finished.
Right,
at the age of 22, we fought for this constitution for so long, so much so that rather than respond to all things that have been said here, I choose to keep quiet.
Senator Boni, if you cannot substantiate, the other option is not to keep quiet. Keeping silence is not an option under our standing orders. If you cannot substantiate, you proceed to withdraw and apologize. Proceed.
Mr. Speaker, I see no evidence that I'm unable to substantiate. If such evidence is there, let it be adduced. I am very serious. We are not going to breach provisions of the Constitution just because of a smaller provision that could be found in a standing order. And if the Senator of Nairobi could inform me, please.
Senator Boni, we will deal with the point of order raised before I allow the Senator for Nairobi City to inform you. Kindly, you either substantiate now. If you're unable to do so now, you can request for more time. If you're unable to do those two, then kindly proceed to withdraw and apologize and conclude your thoughts. Either way, you need to substantiate.
Thank you very much for the indulgence. But I can assure you, I have said, I have chosen to keep quiet for the reason that Kenyans died to have freedom of expression and speech. Please understand these things. We were there before you were not there.
Now, honorable senators, you are choosing to stay silent, Honorable Khalwale. Therefore, it means that you failed to substantiate, and the natural consequence will flow. I will therefore rule you out of order and ask you to leave the chamber. For the remainder of today's sitting, I've made a ruling, Honorable Boni. I have given you more than 15 minutes to do what this. Now I've already done the ruling. You walk out of the chamber.
Mr. Speaker, I exactly walk out because I cannot allow this parliament to come up with freedom of speech in this house and freedom of expression in general. Which might answer.
Senator Akinyi, Beatrice.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Senator Sifuna, it is Senator Beatrice on the floor.
Order. Senator Sifuna, the senator you are to inform is no longer in the House. Yeah, Order. No, you don't need my permission to follow him. You don't need permission to follow him. If you elect to follow him, that is not pursuant to the Speaker's direction. Proceed, Senator Beatrice.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The senior